Yeah.
Okay. Now, who is Artica?
It's 5 guys from Lexington and Louisville that got together and started to try to escape the whole local band scene. We wanted to try to make a name for ourselves. You know, there's a bunch of good stuff that's coming out of Kentucky, and there's some really cool stuff that's been coming out of Lexington, and we really wanted to carve a foothold for ourselves.
Yeah, we wanted to be a part of that.
Really?
To find like success, I guess, outside of it. The local scene is a really important thing, but it's when you reach beyond it, like that you like give other people the chance to like see what they think of that too. So I think it's pretty important to try to strive for like something more.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it all started in our drummer's bedroom.
Yeah. It all started in our
Yeah.
I like that. That's dope. Did you guys ever tour with Too Close to Touch? Because they got signed with
Epitaph.
Yeah, Epitaph.
Yeah, they got signed to Epitaph.
We know some of those dudes. They're good friends of ours. Them and the guys in Picturesque from Lexington.
Yeah.
They just got signed to Equal Vision not too long ago. Yeah, they're all hometown homies.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice, man. All right. Well, I was gonna ask where the fuck you guys came from. I said that already. So let's just
One step ahead.
Yep. So what got you guys into music?
Oh God.
You take this one first.
Me? Like all of us collectively, or just like maybe us two individually? Or, like
You two.
Everything, yeah.
Okay, well for me, I was in 8th grade. I got like shoved into private school by my mom and my dad. I was not hype on it, and I got stuck in chorus. I was really resentful to my mother at the time because I was like, everyone's gonna hate me. But it turns out I really like singing, and it kind of just went from there. And I remember the first thing that really made me think I could do like music on my own though is I listened to Numbers by Woe Is Me. That album was influential in like shaping me as a musician. Found Tyler Carter, Johnny Craig, and all these other like amazing vocalists that were doing things. And I was like, I want to do that one day. So I just decided to work at it.
That's one album that's been played over and over again.
A million
In
times.
the tour van and in our iPods. For me, I really got started probably a little bit younger than that. My dad brought Guitar Hero home in like 4th or 5th grade, and I was so excited, and I started doing that. And then he was like, I started listening to rock bands like Nirvana and Rage Against the Machine and Alice in Chains and all of that really powerful stuff. And I was like, I want a guitar, and so I got an acoustic guitar, and I was like playing Nirvana and Rage Against the Machine on acoustic guitar. And then when I got to high school, it just Numbers, a bunch of those albums just really started to shape me into, hey, maybe I can join a band, maybe I can do this kind of stuff. And I picked up bass because honestly every band needs a bassist, so I'd be pretty invaluable. And I just started trying to play as much as possible and learn as much as I could. It's a really good outlet for me and for the whole band. We've talked about multiple times how good it feels to come off stage.
It's an undescribable feeling to like play a set and like come off stage. There's literally no high in life like that I've ever experienced.
You all remember that shit. Every band needs a bassist.
Yeah.
Remember that shit.
You want to get in a band? Play drums or bass.
Exactly.
You're guaranteed. You gotta have that rhythm.
Alright. So, like you said, like Nirvana, Alice in Chains, and Rage Against the Machine were for you. That was like, what, some of your biggest influences?
Yeah, that was what made me really pick up into music.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. What about you?
Honestly, I started listening to bands, like, my biggest influence, like, ever in terms of music-wise would probably be, like, my favorite band ever is Anne Boleyn. I listened to Anne Boleyn back in the day. I remember I heard Cities, and I was like, damn. And then, I, like, successively got into, like, heavier music, so then along came, like, man, I remember when Attack came out. Goddamn. Revolutionary, like, Haste the Day, and, but then, like, definitely bands like Imarosa and, like, Woe Is Me were, like, hugely influential and actually, like, catapulted me to, like, really trying to make something of, like, utilizing my voice with, like, music that wasn't soft, just pretty, but something that was a lot more emotive. So, that's kind of where, like, my influences came from.
Hell yeah, dude. Now, do you guys prefer hardcore or metal?
I'm an old school metalhead. I'm actually in another local band in Louisville that's like mid 2000s metalcore, like Killswitch Engage, like Lamb of God, like stuff like that. So we actually played with like Whitechapel and a bunch of other stuff like that. Yeah, up in Louisville. Yeah, we played with Whitechapel, Glass Cloud. We actually did play with Kill Switch, and like All That Remains and stuff like that. So we've had a lot of fun like playing around there. And so I would have to say metal, like straight metal for me.
What about you?
Metalcore, all that like death metal kind of stuff. I love that. I love that kind of music, but I also really over the past couple of years have started embracing like elements of like pop music and like soft music in general. I can even like fuck with some rap. Only thing I can't do is country. That is so outside the realm of possibility for me.
But definitely metal.
Definitely
metal all the way.
Oh yeah.
Metal all the way.
Okay, so favorite place you played so far as a band?
Ooh, that's rough. There's been a couple really significantly good shows we played. I'd probably say either Radcliffe or New Albany. I'd say Radcliffe was probably my favorite.
Yeah,
Radcliffe, Kentucky. The last time we went out, we went and like helped out our friends in Oak Kingdom on like the three-day like run before their actual tour that they were going to be starting. So kind of like a lead up. And the last date was a hometown show for them / like EP release show, and we got to play with them and Picturesque, and we're like good buddies with all those bands, so it was just a good time. And there was tons of people there, and it was a great show. The crowd was really working with us, and they were receptive. It was a good time.
New Albany's also another good one. I think we as a band did the best on our New Albany show. We played. It's close enough to Louisville to where we sold like 120 tickets to it. It was a lot of fun. It was
impressive.
There was a bunch of people hanging out. So that was I think one of the like most significant things we've done, which was fun together. But personally, I think it's Rocketown in Nashville.
Rocketown.
We played Rocketown.
That was a good show.
Just everyone there was just so nice. They were great. They were all wanting to take like pictures. They were all wanting to hang out, like eat food. It was just like,
oh yeah, dude.
It's like,
It's like, what do you mean you want to talk to us?
It was awesome. I had so much fun. Yeah, Nashville, Rocketown, so friendly. The further south you go, the more friendly you get.
Oh hell yeah, dude. The South is my home, man. I love the South. Alright. Sorry, my handwriting is shitty. First concert. Yeah, first concert.
Oh boy. My first show ever actually was the 2011 Vans Warped Tour in Cincinnati.
Oh really?
You talk about going balls deep. I went from never
Right,
having been to anything to going to Warped Tour, and I remember Prada played that year, A Day to Remember, Mice and Men, like all these bands that I like held near and dear to my heart were like playing, and God, it was an experience.
Was it a river band?
It was at Riverbend, man.
That's the best video.
It's so fucking cool.
I actually went to a Warped Tour river band a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
With some buddies of mine. It was really fun. We got burnt to hell, but it was.
Oh God, dude, you'll get eat up. The sun is unforgiving.
It's worth it though. It really is.
Absolutely.
I think my first concert was back in middle school. Whenever I started getting into it, I was like trying to make the transition from like punk and like the stuff that I started out listening to like high school when I was listening to all sorts of metal. I went to see Avenged Sevenfold in Lexington.
Oh yeah, the Rough Arena show.
The Rough Arena, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah,
Avenged
dude.
Sevenfold on their like the Nightmare tour.
Asking Alexandria. And
No. Asking Alexandria. It wasn't. It was Stone Sour. And Hollywood Undead.
Okay.
Hollywood.
I was loving it. That was one of
Back in the day.
That was where I first like experienced live music, because that was a show just from front to back, and so I was so stoked on it. It was a great introduction to live music. Looking back, I'm like, God, was Avenged Sevenfold and Hollywood Undead really my first concert? But no shame, it was so much fun.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't be ashamed.
Oh,
at
no,
all. I
no.
fucking love Hollywood Undead. I hate
Oh,
Avenged
yeah.
Sevenfold.
Oh,
The first
yeah.
album I ever bought was Swan Song.
Oh yeah, I'm with you there, man. Fantastic.
Now, do you guys have advice you'd like to give to any other bands? Like any tips, stuff to know on tour, stuff like that?
Well, man, tour. For specifically tour, prepare for the unexpected. Like, cover all your bases. Like, literally cover your ass.
If you say, "Oh, we'll be fine,"
You're not.
no, prepare.
It's a lie.
Prepare.
It's a farce, and you're deceiving yourself.
Yeah, oh, we'll just wing it. No, I'd say, yeah. My two biggest tips that I always try to give is, number one, be prepared in be prepared in any case, in any emergency. Something always happens. There's no perfect show. There's no perfect recording session or anything, tour or otherwise. My second one is usually be different. Find something that makes you different. Because there's so many bands that want to sound like this and want to sound like this.
Oh God!
You gotta find a way to like distinguish.
Yeah, you gotta make a name for yourself.
God, I can't tell you how many fucking bands I've seen that just sound like fucking Astronaut.
Yeah, in Louisville last year was everyone wanted to sound like Sworn In and stuff like that.
Fads catch on really hard.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, it's like you have to like take the time to understand yourself as a writer and a musician. And like if you start there and build from it, you're far more likely to see success to whatever extent that you desire personally in music than if you're trying to follow what the current trend is per se.
Yeah, like if a band gets hot, you know, like the biggest thing. I'm from Louisville, so the biggest thing to come out of Louisville recently is Knocked Loose. Yeah. And so Knocked Loose came out and they're hitting it big and they start touring. Then bam, everyone sounds like Knocked Loose. And that's just fallen off now because Knocked Loose is touring like internationally. So why would you want to go see like a Knocked Loose knockoff in Louisville? So it's you can work with a fad for a year and a half, and then after that, you know, either you be different or you don't make it in film.
Right.
Yeah.
So
By the time that you successfully nail down the trend, it'll already move on.
yep, absolutely.
Nice.
You've got to be your own thing.
All right, last question. Are there any labels you guys are looking at, like say Sumerian, Rise, Epitaph, you know, labels like that?
Well, we're
Not really at liberty to discuss that.
not
I see.
exactly.
Okay, this is a little hush hush.
Nothing concrete.
Yeah.
Nothing concrete.
nothing solid by any means yet.
But there's a label or two in there.
I don't know. I'm not gonna accept or reject that statement.
Yeah, I think we're gonna plead the fifth on that question.
All right.
Not to kill the vibe on it.
All right, don't judge them for their answer.
Yeah.
I Well, guys, this has been a great interview. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank
Absolutely,
you so much.
thank
You guys
so
killed it
much.
on stage, man. I can't wait to see you guys again. God damn it. I can't wait to see you guys again next time.
Hell yeah.
It's been fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. All right.